name's James Hughes, Chief Market Analyst here at Scope Markets, and this is your daily briefing. Markets on Wall Street ended up lower on Wednesday as there seemed to be a fundamental shift in the way financial markets reacted to economic data. Yesterday saw the worst ever reading for retail sales in the US. If we add that to the weaker than expected earnings from the big financial institutions on Wall Street, and that's why we saw markets start to sell off aggressively. In the last few weeks, we've seen markets react more to positive data coming out around the health aspects of the virus rather than the economic impacts that will hit once the virus has left. Yesterday's retail sales was the first time we'd seen data out of March, a month that had been fully affected by the COVID-19 outbreak. The number showed an 8.7% fall in sales, with almost every aspect of the data showing decline. The clear areas where there was an upside was in food and grocery shopping, as well as healthcare, as panic buyers bucked the trend. Earnings yesterday saw Goldman Sachs, Citigroup and Bank of America all report earnings falls and profits tumbling by over 40%. There were areas where some of these banks did perform well, however, with the likes of Goldman Sachs posting its strongest bond buying results in more than 5 years. Today sees earnings and economic data take centre stage yet again, as on the earnings front we will look towards BlackRock and Morgan Stanley, while on the macroeconomic picture it will be those all-important initial jobless claims which will yet again have markets nervous. Expectations for today's initial jobless claims are that we will see a 5.1 million more Americans taking unemployment benefit in the last 7 days. However, over the last couple of weeks, the expectations have been beaten quite dramatically, with the previous week's number revised higher, so we could expect to see more than that number. I think there's been a growing nervousness about how markets have been reacting. Today seems to be the first day where the headlines are not dominated by the virus's health aspect and the amount of new contractions of the disease or the death number. There is a huge importance that should be based on when lockdown will end for a number of countries, and this will point to exactly when normal economic circumstances could well resume. Spending is absolutely key for these economies to recover from the positions that they will find themselves in. However, spending can only occur if the employment picture remains manageable.